Well, good morning. We're out today. It's the 11th of November, Remembrance Day, and we're out for probably around about the 50 miles, I would think. It's a route we did some weeks ago, and we found a new route, and it was really quite interesting, but I didn't have the camera that day, so I thought today we'd take you on that route, just show you what we're doing. And I know one or two people have asked for me to tell them where we're going through and name some of the places. And what I'm going to start to do is put a link to my Ride with GPS page in the descriptions of future rides so you can see the route. So we've just left Buckminster in Leicestershire. We stopped for a coffee at the Apple Yard, which is a strange place, isn't it, Wendy?
It's brilliant. I love it.
For those of you that know France, there are shops there very similar called Trocs, T-R-O-C. It's a bit of an Aladdin's cave. This one does very reasonably priced bacon rolls and decent enough coffee. So
lovely hot chocolate as well.
is it?
One of the best, yeah, really proper.
So you're in hot chocolate season now?
Definitely in hot chocolate.
Good. So yeah, today's ride, it's sunny, but quite chilly. Now I'm quite chilly. Wendy's quite hot.
I'm making hot. I bought a new off-vintage merino base layer, and it's just making me melt. Never mind.
It's my hands that get cold. So
yeah,
I've put these heated gloves on today.
yeah,
So I've got some
lobsters today.
Yeah, and they're too warm.
They're too warm.
Okay. Right, so we're heading up through Sousterne at the moment, and then we're going to go over the top past the Windmill. So we'll talk again when we're up that way.
Beautiful autumnal colours, aren't they?
Aren't they? Yeah, it's
stunning.
It's looking great now, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it won't be long before they've all fallen and they'll be bare, so we should savour this time of year.
I do love all the colours of autumn.
Me too. So you've been on your Sportif since I last saw you. How did that go?
Yes, we did the Gravel X Sportif 40-mile medium route in Thetford Forest.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it had rained a lot the week before, and it rained on the day of the Sportif, and it was a muddy X rather than a Gravel X. It was mud, really wet sand, massive puddles. Even across the roads we were going through inches of water, and it was just horrendous.
So it must, 40 miles on those in those conditions must have felt more like 100.
It felt more like 200.
Did it?
I was exhausted by the end.
Yeah. So how long was the long route?
I think it wasn't much long. I think it was about 60.
Oh, that'd be enough.
About another 20-mile loop. But in those conditions, it was just hard. Really, really hard.
Oh, well done for doing it. And were there many ladies on it?
No, I would guess the short route there probably been about 100 men and 18 women.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. But yeah, I was quite pleased to have done that because there were bits where I just gave up and pushed.
Yeah.
It was just too dangerous in places. And threw a couple of paddies along the way, thinking, I'm fed up with all this mud.
It's not like you.
And then once you'd gone through the last feed station, knowing you'd only got about 5 miles to go, that was on proper fire roads in the woods. It was much better.
And how did those new waterproof winter boots go?
I guess they would have been wonderful if I hadn't put my foot very deep in a puddle. At which stage nothing was going to work.
So the Gore-Tex worked in reverse there, it wouldn't let the water out. Wendy and I have just both invested in winter boots, Gore-Tex. Wendy got a pretty good deal, didn't you, on yours?
I got some, it was from Evans Cycles, which I think might be part of Sports Direct or something now. But yeah, they're 5'10" boots, but they're really lovely.
Yeah.
Size too big, obviously, to get your thick socks on. I paid about 45 pounds for them.
That's amazing.
And they were retailing about 150, so
that's
look out for the bargains, guys.
Yeah. and would they, I mean, you're riding flat pedals, but are they set up for SPDs?
No,
they're not. No, so they're just flat.
Yeah. They call them MTB boots.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I bought Physic Gore-Tex boots, SPD, and I unfortunately had to pay £175, but that was in fact really quite low compared with some of the others. A lot of the others were around 220, so I bought mine from Bike in Spain.
Oh, gosh.
I was a little bit concerned about buying from Spain, but no, they rolled up.
Did you have to pay a tax?
Pardon?
Did you have to pay an import tax?
No, everything was all included.
Okay.
And
hello.
Tracked it through. It came from their carrier onto Royal Mail.
Good, so we've all got toasty toes for winter.
Morning. We're now in the village of Whissendine, and Whissendine has this wonderful windmill and it's working. And when we were here last, we went and had a look around. Nigel the miller said, go up the top, go and have a look around. When we came down, we looked like the Home Pride flower graders. We were covered in flour. And Nigel very kindly said that if we want to come back one day, he will arrange to get the mill working. So we'll take some video of the working windmill. Isn't that magnificent?
Beautiful, isn't it?
Well, we've been going up and up and up a long time, Wendy.
We do seem to have done a lot of climbing, don't we?
Looking at this graph, it's down, down, down now. And our next stop is going to be Fernley's ice cream parlour. So are you up for an ice cream?
I think I am, actually.
Luckily they do.
I'm baking hot.
Oh, well, you could do it. I could do something hot.
Are you cold?
Well, I'm not cold, but I'm not warm by any means. It's that
merino base layers, the way to go.
That will teach you. But when it's -5, you'll be pleased to have it.
Oh my goodness! I think I'm going to sell it. Ridiculous.
Well, my hands were cold for the first part of the ride, but I've got the heated gloves on the lowest setting, and they're just nice now.
But we were going downhill, Roy. It's all downhill now.
Yeah, except for this uphill.
Where are we? We're in Leicestershire.
Yeah, so we went Lincolnshire, Leicestershire, Rutland, back into Leicestershire. We were just looking at this bike that's a display item, and apart from the very comfy saddle, Wendy's just picked up that there's a lock here, look, built into the frame. So it wouldn't do very much to stop somebody loading it into a van, but it's a steering lock, obviously. Morning.
Morning.
Got a delightful part of the route coming up now. We're going to turn right onto Sandy Lane, which takes us nearly all the way to Melton Mowbray. There's a real climb here, and although you could just about make it, there's a gate up here, so you've got to stop, and you'd never get going again. Well, I wouldn't get going again, let's put it that way. So this is one of those climbs where walking is probably going to be essential and probably advisable. Town you can see ahead of us is Melton Mowbray, famous for its pork pies. We were just talking to a chap there. He got an electric bike and he got one of these trailers on the back that you put your children in, but he got a big old English sheepdog with him, and when the dog gets tired, gets in the trailer.
Brilliant, isn't it?
And he can do sort of 40-50 miles quite happily. Dog does about 20 of those apparently, which is pretty good.
It's not bad going.
Might be an idea.
Like one of those.
Well, I was just going to say, I think you should get one on your bike so I can
have a little snooze.
Climb in it. Rather nice Melton Airfield Heritage Garden. Nice little wicker Spitfire.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Shadows are getting longer.
They are.
It's clear, isn't it?
2:15, it'll be dark in a couple of hours.
It must have been the power station we saw then.
It is working, isn't it?
Yeah.
It must have fired it up again. A fantastic view.
Isn't it just? You can never pick them up on camera, can you?
Never the same.
No. This is stunning.
It's our reward for all that climbing.
Oh, absolutely.
It's really clear, isn't it?
The colours today are amazing, aren't they?
Yeah. See for miles.
You see a lot of the relief today as well.
Yes, with the low sun.
Sometimes, you know, it all looks flat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You can really see the...
I'm looking forward to the relief when this climbing ends. It's about it now though, isn't it, for you?
Yeah, you might have one more to do.
I've got one more. This is the village of Long Clawson, and lives up to its name because it's really, really long. It just goes on forever, as Wendy says. And of course, for those of you that like Stilton cheese, this is one of the homes of Stilton cheese.
Car coming.
For the last probably 10 miles, we've been seeing a huge pall of smoke ahead of us, and not sure where it is, but it's very, very big. So something big is on fire.
This girl is on fire. There you go.
And do you know the second line?
Oh God, yes, it's the same
same
as the
again.
first. I can manage that. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. And that's it. Oh, there's another one, the move one. Fetch the fire brigade, fetch the fire brigade. To the building, starts to reboot.
That's going back a bit.
Oh.
There's a horse here that would suit you, Wendy. It's just your size.
It is. Oh, that's so cute.
Stopping.
Yeah.
Hello. So this is the smoke that we've been seeing. Looks like it's probably calming down a bit, but that we've just said it looks very much to be Newark way.
Wouldn't be the sugar factory, would it?
I wouldn't have thought so, but you never know, do you? Job to tell from here.
Mm.
It's probably way beyond those wind turbines.
Yeah.
Red Mile have got the poppies out, which is good.
Oh, you can see the smoke from here, Roy.
Yeah, you can see, Wendy, the sugar factories to the left. Look, you can see the smoke from that. He brought me down the muddy track.
I know. Well, the bikes are too clean. Test your boots out.
Right then.
Whew,
That's
that
you.
was good fun.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Good
It's been a
ride.
perfect day.
Glorious. No wind. Lots of sunshine.
Yeah, yeah.
Really warm.
Well, you were.
Baking hot.
I've got my gloves on too, because you
took mine
no
off.
gloves at all.
I took them off. I was too hot.
Yeah. Oh well.
It's great thing. Can I just say that merino base layers,
Yeah. So
too hot.
anyone wants to buy a merino base layer,
Absolutely.
it's going to be back on
Too
vintage.
hot. It is.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
But like I say, when it's -2, you
I
might
won't
be
be going out.
right. Okay. Well, we'll see you next time,
Yeah,
whenever.
yeah.
And
Thank you
thanks
for
for that.
sorting a good ride
It's
out.
been
and good
great,
route.
isn't it? Yeah.
It's been really good.
Right. See you next time.
Yeah. See
Bye.
you. Bye.
What are you two doing over here? You should be on the canal. No? Oh, all right. I'm losing the light at the moment. I did bring lights, and I've got my be seen light on the front, and I've got my radar light on the back, so I'm also in pretty high vis. So I'm okay, just this last mile and a half probably. I knew that 50 miles at this time of year would be probably our limit. I have my horrible 12% hill now in front of me. So I shall say goodbye to you now. Thanks for joining us, and look forward to you joining us next time. Bye.